most customers in our industry in general are concerned about things like, obviously quality is a huge one, right? I mean, they want to buy a product that they can depend on, it's reliable, it's going to last. Delivery is huge, so they want a product not only that is going to last, but they want a product that they can get their hands on fairly quickly. They want it for a competitive overall cost in the market. When we say that we provide an easily selectable gearbox, what that should tell you really is that we provide a gearbox that we're extremely confident in and that you can be confident in, that with some very simple information, you can select a gearbox that's going to work. And I think that's the real overall arching message of the whole thing, is that we've made it easy for you, but the reason that it's easy to select, say an APG gearbox, is because we build a lot of toughness into that gearbox up front. A good analogy for kind of the competing philosophies in terms of how you go about selecting a gearbox, would be, let's say you want to pull a boulder out of the ground, right? And you need to go buy a truck. You say, I'm gonna go buy a truck that's gonna pull this boulder out of the ground. So there's this one philosophy that would say, okay, well, I need to figure out what truck that I need in order to pull this boulder. So, what's the weight of the boulder? What's the length of the rope or chain you're going to use? What surface are you pulling on? What's the temperature? All these variables, and you give them all these variables, and they come back with this truck and say, okay, we've taken all these variables and we've made a truck for you, or designed a truck for you that can do exactly what you need it to do under those exact circumstances, right? And then you go to another company and their philosophy says, how heavy is the boulder and how long is the rope or chain that you're going to use? And you tell them, and they say, all right, here you go, this will work. And that's kind of the same philosophy that we're talking about when selecting a gearbox. One is, give us all these variables and we're going to design a gearbox under those specific circumstances that will perform specifically to the requirements you set in that application, versus the philosophy that says, hey, give us some very general variables, the important variables, and we've already done the pre-engineering work and we've already built the toughness into the product. Just select the part number, order it, and it's going to work. And so that's kind of the two competing philosophies, I think, that you see today. And obviously at Master Power Transmission, we lean towards that second philosophy, which is, give us your design horsepower, give us your ratio, we'll select you a gearbox with a standard part number that we can ship to you. You can apply it with confidence, and it's going to work.